Okay, so here with Kristin Cline. So, Kristin, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself and tell us where you're originally from and how you're connected with the community colleges.
So yes, I'm Kristin Cline. I'm originally from Murphy, North Carolina, which is Cherokee County. I received my associates in applied science and human services from Tri-County Community College. I actually ended up leaving there to further my education and have now landed in Forsyth County, where I am now faculty at Forsyth Tech, teaching in the human services program.
Excellent. So, if you could elaborate more of what were some of the decisions or led you to leave your home community?
So once I received my degree, unfortunately, there was just a real lack of job opportunity there. So I knew that if I wanted to be able to not only pursue a job using that applied science degree, but also be able to further my education, it meant I was going to have to leave because there's also not a lot of opportunity to further education and stay in that community either. The closest is like Western, and even that's over an hour away.
Um, So, mentioned there weren't the opportunities. So we're working on proposing some rule changes to open up more jobs for someone with an AAS in human services to be served, and a variety of different needs. How would something like that impact someone like you?
So I think if that had been something for me, I would have been able to stay in my community. I'm very passionate about the community and where I'm from. And ideally, most of us would like to give back to that community. But this just wasn't something that was there for me at the time. So I didn't have a choice but to kind of leave.
Okay. And we're also proposing a having a better pathway from the AAS in Human Services to a Bachelor's of Social Work. How would something like that impact you or students like you?
So I really wish that had been something when I graduated because unfortunately what happened for me is I had to go into what was called a 2+ program, which meant that they realized I did have this associate in applied science, but because it wasn't a transfer degree, that meant that I was going to have to retake a lot of courses. So I ended up having to do like a full extra semester, which also meant more money for me because unfortunately once I got to that level, a Pell Grant wasn't really much of an option. So it meant more time invested in that, and it also meant more money. So I would have loved to have something like that. And even as faculty, I know that here at Forsyth Tech, we're working closely with UNCW, and, their program's also fully online. So had that been an opportunity for me, not only could I have saved myself from having to retake those courses and save myself some money, but I also could have stayed in my community because I could have been online.
Right. So, kind of just wrapping that up now from your perspective as a faculty member, how do you see the impact of these rules changes for students that you're working with?
So definitely more job opportunity is one thing. They're often asking us, what can I do with this? And sometimes we're very limited in the answers that we can give them. So being able to say there's actually a vast amount of things that you can do, and also having those agreements with the community colleges that no, you're not going to have to retake all these courses. This is exactly what you can do. And you're automatically going to be accepted into this Bachelor of Social Work program without having to kind of redo everything. So I think it's going to impact in multiple ways.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.